Good morning. I'm just going to double check that I'm also live on Instagram. Let me check. Too many buttons to press. Okay, so today, why don't we get started? I'm going to be sitting on 2 blocks. Grab a pillow, grab something to sit on, and we'll just start in Sukhasana. And we're going to bring the palms together at the center of the chest. And maybe for some of you, it's been a chaotic week. Maybe for some of you, your routines have changed. Your space. Maybe you're sharing your home. Maybe you have more people together for longer. And just take a moment of pause where we have been just trying to navigate each day as it comes this week. And with the palms together in our Anjali Mudra, just take a moment to fill yourself with gratitude. Bring in something that you're thankful for, something that's gone well this week. It's really important to notice the positives, even though there's so much uncertainty around us. Just take one more deep breath in and out here. And then we'll blink the eyes open. So if you're uncomfortable sitting down, you can come up to standing. Otherwise, we can stay sitting as we stretch the arms up. Such an important pose. I always start most of my classes with this. So remember to do this throughout the day, not just before your coffee break. I hope some of you are getting into a nice routine. If you're not in isolation, being able to just step outside, get some fresh air, and then bring the hands down. If you're standing up, you can repeat. If you're sitting down, just change the crossing of the legs, interlace the fingers and stretch the arms up. And the difficulty is when all of this uncertainty is happening, it's really making us feel a bit stressed and a little bit anxious. Bring the hands down and change the crossing of the fingers. And then within that, that's draining our adrenal glands. It's having an effect on our immune system, which is what we want to be healthy right now. So all of this yoga, even 10 minutes can really help for that. And bring the hands down. And so maybe for some of you, this is a new positive habit that you can bring into your life once we're not all working from home. So we're going to start with a little sequence. We're going to move from child's pose into downward dog. And I want you to keep your arms straight and your hands in the same position. So spread the hands, especially if you've been typing on WhatsApp. That's the way that we communicate at the moment. So spread the hands, spread the fingers, keep the elbows firm. Keep the arms straight as you come up onto your shins. Inhale to downward facing dog. And then we'll exhale and lift up. And then when you have inhaled and exhaled, you're going to bring the knees down. Keep the arms straight. So notice if the arms want to bend. And then you're going to move into child's pose. Deep breath in and out here. When you're ready to inhale, come up onto your knees. So just a little moving sequence. Exhale, bring the feet wide, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and out here. Keep the arms and legs straight. And then when you're ready to inhale again, bring your knees down. Exhale into your child's pose. Deep breath in and out. When you're ready, inhale, come up. Keeping those arms straight, keeping the hands pressing down. So really notice your index finger and your thumb. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in and out. And then when you're ready to inhale, bring the knees down. Exhale into your child's pose. And then deep breath in and out. We'll do one more. Inhale. When you're ready, come up. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in and out in your downward dog. And then you can walk forwards and then come up up to standing. So we'll do a little standing sequence now. I'm going to turn to the side. You can look face on though. So we'll inhale, bring the arms up, and we're going to bend the knees into chair pose. So I've got my feet together and my knees together. If anyone's pregnant, feet apart. So have your feet hip distance apart. Then from here, we're going to extend forwards. Keep the arms in line with the ears and lengthen forwards. And then bring the hands to the floor and then relax the head down. And then you can straighten the legs if you can. Try and keep the body resting on the top of the thighs. And then bend the knees, bring the arms in line with the ears, look up, and then we'll come up into chair pose again. Inhale, come up to standing, and then exhale, bring the hands down. So we'll do a couple of these. So if you weren't able to follow, you can repeat now. So arms up, come into chair pose. So press the coccyx forwards, grip the outer hips, lengthen forwards, hands down, head down. And you can just bend and straighten the legs here. If your legs are really tight, take a few times, bend and straighten. And then arms in line with the ears, look up. Grip the outer hips, lift the torso, and then press into the heels. Inhale, come up to standing, and then bring the hands down. Let's just do one more time. Inhale, come up. Bend the knees. Lengthen the front of the body over the thighs, hands down, head down. See how much you can straighten the legs, Uttanasana. And then bend the knees, arms in line with the ears, look up. And then lift the body. Inhale, come up to standing. And then exhale, bring the hands down. So we're going to do a chaturanga. I thought would make it a little bit more spicy today. So we want to do our chaturanga lying on the floor. We want to have the toes tucked forward. So this is a picture in my thumbnail today. So move the head of the shoulders back, hands in line with the shoulders. Keep the coccyx pressed down, grip the outer hips, and then you'll lift up. So we can repeat a few of these. So we'll go together. So tuck the toes forward, stretch the heels back, make the kneecaps firm. Grip the outer hips, press the coccyx forwards, and then press the hands down. Keep the body in one long line. So staff pose, and then lower, and then we'll just do one more time. So make the kneecaps firm, grip the outer hips, move the shoulders back, keep the chest extending forwards, and then see if you can bring your abdomen off the floor, and then lower down, and then we'll do a child's pose. So you can lift up. Take a child's pose, deep breath in and out. And then slowly come up. And then we're going to lie on our back. We'll do a couple of exercises for the front hips. You might want to watch for a second because this one can be a bit confusing. So the right foot's to the top of the left thigh, left outer knee all the way to the floor, and then right knee moves away from the body. So we do this one quite a lot if you come to my regular classes. I know there's some of you tuned in, so good morning. So right foot to the top of the left thigh. Bring the outer left thigh all the way to the floor. And then you're moving the right knee away from the body. And this really gets into this front hip. And you can massage this area, release that front hip. Deep breath in and out. And then you can bring the left leg up and we'll change sides. So left foot to the top of the right thigh. So outer right knee, outer right thigh all the way to the floor, and then move your left knee away from the body. Noticing the difference between the two sides. So for me, my left side is always tighter than my right. A couple of deep breaths in and out. See whether you can move the left knee away from the body. Try and move that left knee towards the right foot. One more deep breath in and out. And then bring the leg up. Release the left foot down. And then you'll bring both knees into the chest. You can bring your arms behind the back of the knees. And then bring your heels towards your hips. And then you can change the crossing of the arms. So bring the opposite forearm in front. And hug the heels towards your sitting bones. Deep breath in and out. And then you can release the hands and then roll over and come up. So thank you so much for tuning in. Next week, I'm actually going to move it to 11:11. 11:11 is my auspicious number. People will send it to me, when it comes to 11:11 every day. I often get a message, and I thought, why have I put this at 11:15 when I can move it back 4 minutes, and we can all have that moment of knowing that we are in the right place at the right time. That's what I always think when I see those 4 digits. Have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you on Monday. We've got classes running all next week, so if you want longer classes, we've got 45-minute, hour-long sessions happening across next week. So all the details are on my website, Kelly Brooks Yoga. I'm on Instagram Live. The video will also save on YouTube, so you can send it around to your friends and your family to help them to get off their sofas, get away from their desks, and do something positive during this uncertain time for all of us. Thank you so much. It's been so nice hearing all of your messages and hearing from you throughout the week. So you've been keeping me going over here as well. Have a wonderful weekend.